Hello everyone, my name is Calvin Russell, CEO and founder of 850 Club Credit Consultation. Hope you're doing well today. Today we're going to talk about what exactly does it mean when you get a letter from a credit card company and it says that you've been pre-approved or pre-qualified. All right, so let's go straight into it. When you get a letter from a credit card company and they say you've been pre-approved or pre-qualified, that means that at the time, this is key because we're going to come back to this. At the time that they did what they call a soft pull or a soft inquiry, if you will, which does not affect your credit score. Again, a soft pull or a soft inquiry does not affect your credit score. How do you know if it's a soft pull or a soft inquiry? Normally when you get things in the mail, at the very bottom of the page or at the back, on the back of the page and at the bottom, it'll say, hey, that this is what we call a pre-screening, okay? Pre-screenings, of course, they have access to very limited credit score information, credit report information, like your credit score at the time that they ran it. Also, sometimes they know a little bit about your income. Sometimes they know, even though it's not on your credit report, okay? There are other resources. Sometimes it's your zip code. If you live in a certain zip code, they know, okay, all right, this person's making a little bit more than if they would to be in a low income neighborhood. That's why a lot of low income neighborhoods, they don't get a lot of, mail, because it's not that it's a waste of stamps and all the rest of that stuff. It's just that chances are a little bit higher if they are around more homeowners and things of that sort. Now, you can also be a renter as well, too. But again, there's a lot more factors that kind of play into it. Once you get that letter in the mail, the company's already done their due diligence. Think about it. They're sending an envelope, a stamp, ink, a pretty presentation when you get that, especially when you start getting up there and you get like the bigger name credit card companies that say, hey, you've been pre-approved or pre-qualified. And of course, again, at that time that they ran it, you did meet their qualifications. Now, let's go back to what I said when I said at that time. Things change. And a lot of times, especially if you move, but let's just keep things real simple, okay? Let's say, for example, you get a letter in the mail, you've been pre-approved, you've been pre-qualified. Chances are they, of course, looked at everything that they need to make sure that, hey, if you apply for this, you should be approved, okay? As long as the information matches what we already had on file. And now there are some things that they don't know, of course. If you lost your job, if your income has gone up or down, if you've moved, a lot of those things play a role. Why? Because most of the time you get those letters, they looked at your information a week ago, 2 weeks ago, sometimes 3 weeks ago. Okay. Now, if you've moved and now you have, you're changing your mail around, sometimes that can take up to 2 to 4 weeks. So, and a lot of things can happen when you move. Some people I know, they'll get a furniture card, for example, right? So now you got a new inquiry, you got a furniture card, you got a, $3,000 limit, I don't know, and you start using it. Now, you said, man, I got this in the mail, I want another credit card. You put the application through, you get denied. You say, why did you send this stuff to me anyway? Well, you got to ask yourself before you apply. Have things changed in your financial life in the last 2 to 3 weeks before you apply that they would know of? So, for example, if you lost your job, they may not know that yet. I'm not saying apply or don't apply. I'm just saying that they may not know that yet. If you just bought a car yesterday, chances are they don't know that yet. If you co-sign for someone to get student loans, I'm just making stuff up. It's going top of my head. But again, things that happen like within the last 3 or 4 days, they're probably not going to be able to see because most things take some time to show up on the credit report. I get this question all the time. Hey, Calvin, I just bought a car yesterday. I'm thinking about getting a credit card. Will they be able to see the car on my credit report? Nope, because it takes about at least, like the fastest I've ever seen was like maybe 20-25 days, but normally 30 to 45 days to show up on the credit report, okay? And that's what most items that you've gotten approved for, okay? That's the normal timetable, okay? That's the average timetable. So they won't be able to see that. So of course the question is, hey, can I go ahead and can I apply for a credit card? Sure. Now it's a little bit different with mortgages. This is where you have to be very careful because mortgage lenders, they give you what they call a closing date. When you're closing on your home, they give you a date. So let's say, for example, you say, well, Calvin, I want to go ahead and get, some stuff from Home Depot or Lowe's, or I want to go get a car, or I want to just take out a loan just to get some stuff for the house or furniture, whatever, right? You can go do that, but don't apply until at least the day of closing. I've even heard some random crazy stories of people, not closing on the loan later down the line, but that's extremely rare. I personally have not seen that, where someone bought the house, they apply for a credit card the next day, and then the loan company says, no, we're going to take the house back. Trust me when I say I've never seen that before. That's almost impossible because you got so many people involved, the title company and the seller, and people are not going to take things back. You know, this isn't a pair of shoes. So just kind of keep that in mind, that if you get something in the mail, a pre-approval or pre-qualification, make sure that your financial life has not changed within the last 3 to 4 weeks. If something's changed within the last like 5 to 7 days, they're probably not going to be able to see that, especially if they ask for no proof or something like that, okay? Hopefully that was helpful. If you guys like this video, like it. If you know someone looking to apply for a credit card or going through buying a car, home ownership, things of that sort, of course, be sure to share this video, as we hope that it'd be helpful to them. And of course, if you're looking to get more information, be sure to subscribe, as we have a lot more great videos on the way. Thank you guys so much. Have a great day.